What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you've had an awesome week. Mine has been adventurous, lots of fun, and not so fun stuff happening, but it's all good. It's Thursday. We have one more day to go before the weekend. And I'm in my Olympic timeline is running out. Just a few more days, and I've been watching all kinds of cool stuff today. U.S. hockey women's team, LSU, cool stuff. And of course, since they're going on prime time right now, I'm taping it so I can see anything that I missed. But there's a whole lot of cool stuff on the figure front. So let's get into that. But first, let's look at the big Lyles Figure Files VIP members, of which so much of this show is possible. Jamelin Parks, Blake Tarpley, Lefty Two Lions, BK, James Green, David Thanos, Lawson Wallace, Henry G, Retro Robo Toys, Nathan William, Robert Hayes, MOC Turtle, Tom Fid 2018, Jay Woods, Ryan Daly. Those are the year 1+ members. Thank you so much for sticking with me over a year. It's pretty cool. And then the rest of the VIP members: DJ No Good, Pixelated Poses, Graham Tuttle, John Morrissey, Vintage Bob, Doom Customs, Kwame Taylor, Alan, Bro, and Vince. Thank you all so much for continuing to support this channel. I do appreciate it. In one way that we are showing our appreciation and really thanking you all just for being awesome people. We're doing an exclusive giveaway for the VIP members, and this is courtesy of our good friend Retro Robo Toys. This one is for VIP members only. So if you're on that previous slide, that's you. You're on there, and there's still time if you want to get in and become a VIP member. All you have to do, hit that join button, and you will be eligible to get this exclusive VIP member only figure on the March 5th extravaganza of giveaway madness on Lyles Figure Files. So keep your eye out for that. It is coming faster than you know. And then I also want to make sure to thank the Lyles Figure Files super supporters. That's Robert Hayes, Olu, Lawson Wallace, Retro Robo Toys, Nathan William, and my little brother, Jason Lyles. Thank you all as well. Now, let's get into the chat. And of course, I'm going to make sure for everybody who's trying to answer the question of the week early, I'm going to star them. I'm not ignoring them. I'll get back to them when we start talking about it, but just a heads up. Howdy, Snake Eyes. How are you tonight? Justin Huber. First come, first serve. Hey, Jeff. What's up, Toy Tube and crew? In case anybody is wondering, I went back to my real name. Glad to see you, 80s kid, Justin Solo, and Justin Huber. Glad to see you as always. Today is a good day for a good day. Indeed, Lawson. How are you, my man? All right, I'm starring that. And your next one. And this one. Oh, and this one. And this one too. Brian P. For reals, what's going on? And Lawson, sorry that one. Yeah, I'm sorry that one, Brian P. For reals. All about the village. Yo, what's going on with you? And I'm starring that one. Jamelin Parks. It's 10 minutes till start, and the chat is jumping. Oh man, let's get it started in here with a $10 super chat from Lawson Wallace. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you, Jeffrey, for giving all of your fans, just fellow action figure aficionados, my man, a place to hang on Thursdays. I do appreciate you, brother. Oh, let's see where'd I go. I got lost in my chat. All right, there we go. Vin Doom. What up, Figure Files crew? And to my main man, 100 grand, Jeff. What it is, Vin Doom. And I'm starting that one. John Morrissey's here. Toys. It's time to file our figures with Mr. Lyles. Money Happy Collection. Absolutely. In that order, too. Sup, bros? What up, G Brew? How are you tonight? Oh, man. Justin, Any reference of Earth's Mightiest Heroes always gets my attention. I feel like that show really needs an X-Men 97 revival so we can have seasons 3, seasons 4, and hopefully they'll be better than Young Justice season 3, season 4, talking about X-Men 97 style. Hopefully we can do that. That might be enough to get me back on the Disney Plus. What up, Maurice Phillips? Good time zone, peeps. Blake Tarpley's here. What up, Jeff and Allows Figure Fowlers? How are you, Blake? Lawson, I just got the Roddy Piper They Live figure from Mondo delivered. Nice. I didn't even know they made that figure. Excuse me. There we go. Henry G. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, man? What's up, Figure Pals crew? Excuse me. Hope you all are having a super week. It's been pretty good. Let me see what's going on right now. I have a migraine and I just took an Excedrin before the show. So hopefully it'll kick in. It's been a consistent one. It's gone all day, basically. So hopefully this Excedrin will take it down and I'll be all set to go for our show here tonight. I'm reading some star in that one too. Lefty. There we go. Squad up. What's the good word, Figure Files crew? What up, man? How are you tonight? King Collector finally got flashback this week to finish that Silverhawks team. He looks good too. Is he the last one? I feel like there's one more that they haven't done. I have the core 5, and I've got to get Hot Wing. I got to get a few more. And of course, I got to get more any of the villains they feel like making. Even though I'm like, gosh, this is so much. But Silverhawks was such a dope show. I really, really wish someone who could articulate the figures had this license, had Thundercats. So we get some really amazing figures. I kind of feel like Super 7s are great just to have on the shelf and it'd be like, hey, look, I've got this accessory. But man, I really wish I had some classified series, Marvel Legends style, even DC multiverse style articulation for Silverhawks and Thundercats. But enough of that. Maurice, what up, man? How are you? Hello, you rock, sir. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. Brian P. Reels. Jeff, you're taping the Olympics? Do you have the express written consent of the Olympic Committee? You know what's funny is how, you think all this stuff that we had back in the day where it was just like a normal thing, like putting the tape in, pressing record, and then you had whatever for years and decades to come, or until your tape wore down from you rewinding and playing and all that good stuff. And now it's just in your DVR, which of course, if you switch cable companies, it's gone. So the Olympics, I don't think it's going to be something I need to keep for multiple years, but it's just wild because unless they release it on a Blu-ray or 4K, it's gone, which is so weird to me. But no, I just have it on the DVR. What's up, Ray Pass? How you doing, man? Good to see you as always. And got to interrupt for another super chat. John Morsey, thank you for the 616. 3 cheers for my favorite action figure channel on the web. Yes, I appreciate it. Wait, you are talking about me, right? Cool. Thank you so much, John. Appreciate you, man. There we go. Yeah, that's a great question for tonight. Yeah. I mean, we do sort of have Avengers, but it just depends on which one you want. JMC, what up, Jeff and crew? How you doing, man? We do. Lost him for the win. Indeed, King Collector. And Brian Preville. Yes. Yes. Rick Cage. Greetings. Lyle's Movie Files. Sunday's Figure Files. We're on a whole new day. This is Radio Freedom. Understand that, ref? No, I don't. Help me out on that one. Jibru, I'm either mildly ill or my allergies are stomping me into the dirt. Oh, Saturday's my birthday. I'll be 37. Happy birthday! Hopefully y'all got that. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings. Happy birthday, shout out. Brian P. Young Justice Season 3 was okay. Season 4 is just all over the place and tied everything together too late in the series. Yeah, it was. The first 2 seasons of Young Justice were excellent. I would put them up against any 2 seasons of any other cartoon. It was great. I don't quite understand what happened with season 3 and 4. 3 was, like you said, it was much better than 4. I just felt like they were trying to work in too many characters instead of just the core that we kind of had in season two. I mean, they kept expanding. I was like, we don't need to go here. Just work with the crew we got. And I also didn't like the Forger design. I was like, dude, Forger has a great costume. Why does he just look like a beetle? It made any sense. Anyway, I'm gonna start that one too. Ray Pass. It does suck. I hate migraines. They're just constant. Drink some water. Sometimes you're dehydrated, will cause a headache like that. And X taught me that. And I make sure to drink a gallon of water every day. We got my Gatorade today. No sponsor, but hopefully that'll help. I've gone through 3 of my water bottles, so I'm rolling just one more to get my gallon here. Mr. Walker Collector, I am starring yours. Good to see you tonight. Blake, Jeff, speaking of Earth's Mightiest, how's this for a watch along? There's a few storylines, double episodes, etc. in the series that we could watch. Oh, I'm down for that. Any ones in particular? Let me know. But that would be fun. That show was so awesome. Ryan Daly, what's up, figurinos? What's up, man? How are you? Lawson says, Jeffrey, I emailed you a link to the Mondo Roddy Piper figure. Show it if you like. It's pretty cool. Expensive? Nah, not for Mondo, but cool. Let's see here. Let me do. There it goes. There's the link right there. And let me see if I can just do copy link. Great. Awesome. Got that done. And now let's go. I had no idea they even made this figure. Wow. It looks pretty great. You know, it's funny because that's basically the price of all of their figures. And some of them I feel are more expensive. And it's like, I don't see the value. But that one looks pretty cool. And just give me one quick second. I am doing something I should have done before. Just not. And say, there we go. Cool. So now let's get to this. They live so everyone else can see. John Nada. Does he have bubblegum? Or does he have a pack of almost gone bubblegum to really make it work? Let's see. That's pretty cool. I had no idea they were making this figure. Oh, he does have bubblegum. And it's labeled bubblegum. That is pretty cool. This head sculpt, man. I mean, Mattel has done some really, really good ones. This is an excellent John Nada figure, though. Man, it's really well done. And the glasses, cool stuff. Mondo, they're the ones where I kind of wish, like, oh man, if I just had so much space to get all these 1/6 figures. Oh, it's awesome. Really cool. So Lawson, I'm assuming how cool is this photo that you are a fan of the figure? Let me know. That was really cool. Really cool. Oh, now you're speaking my language there, Justin. Maurice also just bought a new Transformers Decepticon Combaticon Blast Off. Doing fine, sir. Long live the Decepticons. What did he say his name was? Galvatron. Hello, Galvatron. Happy birthday, G-Brew. Yes. KLF 3 a.m. Eternal. LFF. KLF is going to rock you. Wow. I heard that one in a minute. That's wild. Happy pre-birthday, G-Brew. In case I missed Saturday. Yes. Quamin, I actually leaked season 4 of Young Justice. Picture them as a bunch of 3 episodes, story arcs packaged together. And I think some of it was I just wanted to see the team. The combinations of characters they were pairing up. I wasn't like, oh, these are a great combination. And I think I really just wanted more of the original crew. I think that's all. Oh. Liked season 4. Yeah. I guess that would be on HBO Max. I could watch it all over again. Lawson says, I'd love to see the Earth's Mightiest Heroes with a Graviton battle. That was pretty cool. What up, Retro Robo? And while you're here, since you're here, welcome to the party. As always, shout out to Retro Robo Toys. And just a reminder, you can still roll over here, take advantage of that $5 flat rate shipping, $10 Retro Robo cargo shipping, 75 and up. That's 3 figures, actually. Yeah, it's 3 now, but it's like, it's so much easier to hit that 75. Then we've got the cargo, just like Big Bad Toy Store. Buy now and ship it when you want. And don't forget about those rewards too, because I love rewards. And there's a whole bunch of stuff because last week a ton of stuff dropped, including Mezco, Once Fell Doctor Doom, and The Marvel Legends Iron Spider, Aaron Davis. I'm still trying to figure out where this storyline was. It's a nice looking figure, but I have too many Spider-Man variants at this point. The head sculpt looks really cool. And we got Skywarp, we got Snarl, we got Shockwave, a little tiny. We've got Wheeljack, we got Astro Train, transform and take off. We got Chronic Snow and Sunstreaker. And then don't forget about the Cobra La Royal Guard. And just as a reminder, if you put in this code LFF5, it gets you 5% off of everything. And in the case of an army builder like the Cobra La Royal Guard, it takes it down to $40, $41. So definitely a good way to go if you're into army building. And I know Retro Robo also had the Zartan from the Ninja Force, the highly anticipated Ninja Force Zartan. Let's see, yep, but he sold out. I did try to make sure everybody knew that on the dashboard, so always check that. Just give it a little gander. Cool. Oh man, I didn't even know you got the RC vehicle. This is something I hope we get some snow. We're supposed to get, according to the US model, like a foot of snow. I don't believe it because my phone app, which is pretty accurate on that stuff, says no snow, but we'll see. I might have a whole new round of snow pictures coming, but a lot of cool figures, and most of it, including this guy and this guy and this guy. See that? I was talking about that 5% off. Really helpful for more expensive figures. They have that Ghost Rider, transform into the Ghost Rider, the Mezco figure, Star Wars Black Series. I mean, this is where it's like, oh, yeah, let me grab that. Speaking of grabbing, I need to get the Birdman, Coco Beware, Angelia, and Stephanie McClure, and Demolition Crush. Man, a lot of good stuff on here. Anyway, so don't forget to check through Retro Robo Toys every week. And again, you get stuff definitely recommended for these higher price figures. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Edition, Rhea, Bloody Ripley, 112, Gambit, Seth, freaking Rollins. A lot of good stuff. So check out Retro Robo Toys when you get a chance. Tell them I sent you. Blake, these are the ones that came to mind. Kang Saga, that was great. Carol Danvers, Skrull Invasion. Oh man, that gosh. Masters of Evil, Hulk Gamma Story, so many. Yeah. Man, maybe we could do like 2 or 3 of these arcs. They were fun. That's dope. Thanks, Ray. I don't either. Jingo's like, he didn't become an alien, right? Lawson. I'm a fan of Mondo. They aren't the greatest in terms of articulation, but I also have the thing Kurt Russell McCready figure from Mondo, and it's also dope. Doo-doo-doo. Does anybody understand that BBD reference to dope? Janeway, that figure does look awesome though. I just can't handle Mondo prices. Yeah. I mean, I look at their Masters of the Universe stuff and it's like, gosh, these look incredible. These look really, really amazing. And they look like showcase worthy in a detail, assuming it doesn't shatter and break. But man, those prices are, and it's not like they're so much more ridiculous than Hot Toys. It's just kind of like, especially because Mattel has some really great Masters figures. And I kind of feel like they're the ones where it's like, high end MCU figures, high end Star Wars figures work out. And I'm trying to explain my logic, even though it makes no sense. But I don't know, just something with them. I mean, we had so many great lines of Masters of the Universe. I'm like, I'm okay. I don't need to start that. Oh, right. Heading to Disney World next week. I assume it's basically the same as the last time I was there in 1995. Are you going all of next week, or will you be here next week to report on how many things have changed? Game Quest. Evening, all. How are you? I caught the files. Nice. Maybe I'll make that a t-shirt. I caught the files. My Jada Toys Akuma arrived late last week, and I can't put them down. Figure of the month. Easy. Easy. So funny that you say that, because I went to GameStop today because, the month's almost over and they had this. And I was like, yes, please get me this figure so I can use my $5 voucher to take him down to a reasonable price point. So I'm excited about opening what you say is a figure of the month. Figure of the month, yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to grabbing this or opening this guy. I'm a slight backlog. I don't know. You guys can't see anymore because my Jada Toys figures are up a little higher now. But yeah, it'll be fun putting him against M. Bison and Ryu and Ken and all of them. Brew, I know you're excited about this Janine figure. Let me see here. Can I pull up Janine really quickly? Let's see. Got Mondo Shop. I always feel like they're perfect. That's great. Sometimes when I'm trying to get their stuff, it doesn't pop up so easy. So, this item is subject to a tariff surcharge for US customers. So, Janine also looks really good. I like all the elements with her desk, and I love the fact that they gave her a chair, and even better, it looks like this is the cushion to rest her butt while she's sitting in the chair. So if you want to just have the basic chair, and then if you want to have her actually not rolling around in it, that's a pretty cool uh just the way to do the articulation and set her up, changing your job. She's got the bell, lots of cool stuff for the desk, including some ghosts, lots of great expressions. She's got her nail file and she's checking her nails. Very cool. Well done. I feel like this is a collection where it's like, yeah, I don't have to worry too much because you can have it done relatively quickly. And these figures of all look really great. And I think they did a great job on Janine. Oh, there we go. Slimer, getting a little sexual harassment on the workplace deal. But yeah, these look really good. And it's one of those deals where seeing them all together really drives it home how much fun that is. So great work. And let me know when you do get the figure, G Brew, what you think. King Collector. I like Young Justice, but I gotta admit, I don't know when one season ends and the other begins. To me, season one arc ended when Black Beetle got defeated, and the show ended when Darkseid showed up. Basically. What's up, Sean Forrester? How you doing? Hey y'all, finally catching the live stream. Glad to see you, my friend. Lawson, I love that Mezco Doom came back around. Yes. Justin Huber. Dinobots, Sludge and Slag, Cons, Starscream, Sweeps, and Cyclonus. DJ Jedi called in a favor and had one of the homies pick up Jessica Cruz for me at Target today. Nice. They're not on the shelves or site, but he has to work it and they grab one from the back. They're out there though. Oh man, that's interesting because I went to a Target, which is right next to this GameStop. And I was like, well, let's just go in and see. And they've done that updated design for the figures. And I guess it's the same layout. I mean, it's the same amount of figures, but I just don't like this weird design they have. And I saw Jay Garrick, I saw Flash, and I saw a Green Lantern card. I was like, is this going to be Jessica Cruz? It was not. It was Hal Jordan. I really don't like that head sculpt for Hal. I think let me see. Yes. That one. That Hal Jordan head sculpt is really great. And they just knocked it out. And I mean, it's one of those deals where it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool that they decided let's change up the head sculpt, do something different, but not if it doesn't look as good as that one. So anyway, good deal, man. Congratulations on getting Jessica Cruz. Right. Jamla Parks, I know we always sing the praises of Retro Robo, but I love knowing who's behind the retail I'm dealing with. And Retro probably has the best, most personal customer service out there. Absolutely. And I know so many of y'all have said, yeah, I had a problem with an order. He helped me out. He didn't have to. So, yes, highly recommended. And Starnet. Thank you, sir. Well, I mean, it's true, Retro Robo. Absolutely. David Thanos, what's up? How are you? How are there only 11 likes and 46 watching? The math is a little funny. They Live has a PKE meter prop from Ghostbusters in it. Very distracting to me. PVD. Mm-hmm. Blade Star. I'm starring your comment as well. The Mondo alien head that comes with Roddy Piper was an exclusive head that came if you ordered it early. Interesting. I wonder why they do that kind of stuff. Blake, sometimes with these obscure film characters that you know won't have a wide release, you just have to buy it. I have the composite Superman from Beast Kingdom coming. Oh, please let me know what you think about that one. Brian Reveals, Retro Robo stuff is always packed so well. 3 Transformers, all individually bubble wrap. 3 Marvel Legends, 3 packs, all individually bubble wrap. Not sloppy like Amazon, Walmart, etc. Yeah, it is. You know, it's like when you order something from Walmart sometimes or Amazon now, it's like, dude, why is this in just a little baggy. What's going on here? Ray Pass. Oh man, I just got my Jada Kuma about to open it. Nice. Rick Cage, I knew you would know. Belle Biv DeVoe. That girl is dope. Poison's heavily played in my prom, Jeff. Man, that CD is one of the best front to end, front to back, start to finish CDs in my collection. I was so surprised because I was like, when they were talking about it, it was like, who is Belle Biv DeVoe? And I was like, oh, 3/5 new edition. And that CD was awesome. Also, Doc Savage. Oh, nice. Doc Savage looks cool too. Let me know what you think on that end. David Thanos, I need a larger Chuckles, and I know it is solely from the movie where he's got to build like a tank, but the one that we have is a little undersized to me, and he just I don't know, it's lacking a little something. Blake, not a great figure, but I have a connection to him with my grandfather. He brought me the two composite Superman comics back in '83. Nice. That's always that personal connection. Was like, well, do I need this figure? But I have a personal connection to it, so it's in the collection. Very cool. Maurice, first time I went to Disney World was in 1978. Next time was in 2012. Totally different experience. Would you say it was a whole new world? Nice. It's been, gosh, was it even in the 20s the last time I went? No, I think the last time I went was like 98. I bet I wouldn't even know anything. Is Space Mountain still there? Game West, I knew Ray Pass was awesome. Regarding Kuma, hope we get your thoughts. Yes. Here, Jim, star in that one. Retro Ovo. I don't normally collect Mondo, but they got me with the real Ghostbusters. Just got the basic versions. The basic ones are the ones without the ghost. King Electric. One of the best reveals I saw last week was those DuckTales figures. Those are a must have for me. Does anybody know, or anyone can you read, know when those pre orders come up? I don't think they had that. Let me check really fast. I just think when they had that up there, let's go real fast to Toy Art because I assume they will have all the stuff. There it goes. Oh, this is Mattel, not Toy Fair. There we go. So let's see. DuckTales. There we go. Oh, well, there's the time period for them. Okay, so according to Toy Arc photos, they will be up for pre-order a little while from now because let me see if I can zoom in. They don't come out till last quarter of 2026. So I would assume well after Comic-Con. So hopefully we'll see them soon. But I'm glad to see there's no 2027 in this mix. So all three of them will be out at the same time. Because I mean it'd be weird to just get one or two of them and have to wait on the third. So very happy about that. Daddy Ivo, what's going on? Did you score on the new Joes? My bad if it's already been addressed. Did I pre-order them? No, not yet. I absolutely will. There's so much stuff that I'm still trying to get. Let me do this. Yeah, that'll learn me for closing out my windows too fast. Yes. All right, so as I said, for everybody who's still waiting to get them, go on over to Retro Robo Toys, and you can still get Crazy Legs, him with the yelling, ah! But don't wait too much longer because Big Lob, he's gone. So is Hit and Run. But Lifeline is still here. So is Lifeline. Wait, Night Viper, and so is Lifeline. They're still there. And let me see. I thought. There we go. Okay, so Royal Guard, Sundown, who looks really great. Overkill, Hydro Viper, Airtight, Dawn. Let me see. Let me just swing over here real fast to the Hydro Viper because everyone was looking intently, checking out these really cool pictures. I think Shooting the Galaxy does really awesome work with these underwater photos, basically on every occasion. I was like, hey, who's that? And looks like Deep Six is in the room. We know that he was rumored, mentioned, and I think one of our esteemed members here said he's a big boy and he looks like a big boy. So that's pretty fun. Our very first glimpse at Deep Six. I love the fact that we can actually see the bubbles from him in the background. What do we think? Y'all like this initial view of Deep Six? My whole gripe is where's the shark to attach him to? Because he needs his cord so he can keep going down in the bottom of the sea, under the sea. But that looks really cool. I love this Hydro Viper. They did an awesome job with that figure. All right, let's see here. Chibu, it's going to be a minute. I got no idea when they're shipping Ray. Ray's already been solicited. Nice. So it's going to take a second. Okay. Brian Real. Question. The NECA Super Grover is an exclusive. Is it going to be part of Target's Holothon? I don't know. But if it's part of Target's Holothon, that's the best case for all of us. I think someone else mentioned he might be a Comic-Con exclusive, which is not as great. But if he's part of Target's Holothon, there's one or two ways you can go with it. You can just wait till the sale when they have that spend 100, take 25 off. I mean, the price is now. That takes no time to get to. Or you can just wait till he gets on clearance at Best Buy because they had Ernie and Bert in the count for $15. It's crazy. Speaking of, let me see if they're still rolling to that price for those figures because it was insane for some of the best figures from last year. Oh, there we go. I was trying to figure out why it was showing that I was not spelling it correctly because I was spelling it correctly. Let me see here. Oh, let's try action figures. This Best Buy's website is the absolute slowest and most worthless. That's interesting. So let me see. I'm very curious if their site has anything because it's been a while since I got something. Let's see from Best Buy. And they do have some sales going on some figures. I got the Contra pack, so you don't have to worry, even though that says nothing. It does not look like we have any Sesame Street figures on here. I guess after they were like, here, take them so cheap, people bought all of them. So anyway, but I need to address another super chat. So let me do that right now. Robert Hayes, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Finally, Jeffrey has come back to Thursday night. Hey, Figure Files gang. Jeffrey, send help. Went down a new figure rabbit hole. WWE figures, man. I wish I could help you. It is, gosh, I feel like that's one of the best lines because if you want to get every look of a character, your chances are pretty good. If there's a special event you have a connection to, they're probably going to make that attire. They've gotten really great with the likenesses of the figures, and I'm trying to see if I have any close by. I will show you this. I haven't posted this onto the site yet, but I just finished making these, doing this photo review or figure review. This one was just the wildest to me because we got a shark figure, and this was a Target exclusive a while back, but they actually went the extra mile to give us the head sculpt when Big Bubba shaved half his beard and his hair off. And it's just a ludicrous accessory. But the fact that they include it is really fun. And I mean, really, are you going to ever see another line where you can have the Dungeon of Doom almost fully represented? And I'm trying to find that photo so I can show you. We do need the Taskmaster, though. I'm very upset that we don't have him in the fold as of yet. Where is this photo that I took of these guys? The Dungeon of Doom. Weird. This isn't my. That's really weird. Let me try one more thing because I'm like, where is the picture of the Dungeon of Doom? I know I took one. There you go. So you can see. I mean, we've got Kamala. We've got the Zodiac. Yes, no. We got the Giant. We need a Taskmaster. We need the Yeti. And it's just insane and crazy. So Robert Hayes, welcome to the party of WWE figures. And if at all possible, definitely go the Ultimate Edition figure route because, man, the butterfly shoulders on wrestling figures feels like an articulation revelation. It's like, oh, I can do so much more now. And they give us different head sculpts with them. And when they have soft good accessories, it's really fun. So happy to welcome another wrestling aficionado into the line as well. King Collector. I got that neck of Hal Jordan, and he is undisputed. It's not a bad figure. I just his head sculpt was a little intense for me. And I guess we got a John Stewart one in there too, right? Him and I feel like the only one whose head sculpt was like, okay, that's fine, that's calm, was my guy. Let's go to superhero hype. They've got a review up of him. Oh yeah, I do have a. Let's do this. Great, so we can see that. So it's a pretty cool figure, but it's one of those deals where, and the articulation looked really great. But I had so many other DC figures. Now, looking at these, would you all go, yeah, I'm down for this kind of style and look for Mattel's DC figure line? Or would you like to see a little bit more enhanced? Because you can see we don't have all the articulation that we've come to expect out of modern figure lines. But this set was pretty cool. And the fact that we got a John Stewart in the mix too, pretty fun. And the Batman and the Superman both look great. I mean, Sinestro Corps Predator made sense. He was in one of those background photos when they were showing all the Sinestro Corps. So good stuff. G-Room, I just got the basic RGBs. Janine will be the first deluxe I get because I need that desk. I have Egon, Peter, and Winston, and they're all utterly fantastic. Thanks. What's up, 1216 anarchist? Good evening, all. Bit late, but happy to be here. Happy to see you as well, my friend. Lawson, Digital Hal is the best Hal. I like the new one, but I know I need another Digital Hal head for the new Hal figure. Yeah, because I've swapped that as well. The digital Hal Jordan. I'm trying to see if I have done a photo. Let me see here where I've swapped the body because the digital Hal Jordan does look really cool, but I wanted to swap out the body because it's a better one. And that was a little old school. I'm looking now. It looks like maybe I don't, but I should have. Now, oh, there we go. Nope. So this is the digital version of Hal Jordan. That's with the big stripe, nothing covering his shoulders. And this is when I had that old school John Stewart. So man, they've changed. It got a lot better in the collection since then, since that picture was taken. Lawson, not to mention the Retro Robo also has some of the best packaging for toys. Absolutely. And that does mean a whole lot. Because like I've had to call Walmart a few times, like, yo, this package is damaged. They don't need to know I'm going to open it. It's all about the presentation. And I want to be the one to destroy it, not them. What's up, Hustle SM? How are you tonight? Ryan Daly's longest Space Mountain. Woo! It's still the most cutting edge ride at Disney. It should be fine. Man, I love Space Mountain. That was pretty fun. I was trying to think of a Ric Flair line, but it would not work here. Kwame, thanks for the reminder. Hit the like button. Appreciate it, sir. Henry G. Retro Robo Toys is doing the good work. Yeah, I mean, especially for this stuff that you can't find in all the stores. Like when he was like, yo, Jeff, I got Ninja Force R10. I was like, got on the horn. I was like, Borbeer, Ninja Force R10 at Retro Robo Toys. That was a lot as opposed to Aragorn. That'd be a fun one. Let's see. Vin Doom. I don't know what's going on in my Target stores, but I was able to get the new McFarlane Red Tornado. Also, for my new obsession, Joy Tour Warhammer figures, picked up 2 more Ultramarines. I'm trying to think, wasn't Red Tornado exclusive to Target? Really cute. That's where I got mine. It's a really nice figure. Wait. There he goes. It's such an improvement over the other one. It was like, do I need this figure? I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. The original one that they did was just fine in the event where we never got another one. But the second they showed it with the soft goods cape, the brighter colors, I was like, yep, my old one is getting replaced. And you can see that right here. It was like, this is a done deal. Man, it's just such a better figure. It's got the flared gloves and boots. Well, not the boots because I already had those, but man, that color. So much better. And the fact that you didn't have a cape that's just knocking over everything made it even better. And I bet here I've got the Hal Jordan head swap that I was mentioning earlier. Yes, I do. So this is the just basic Avensor body. But I like this because for the most of the time when he was part of the Justice League satellite era, he was rocking his costume. That is really cool. And I know everybody is like, I'm ready for Mattel to do their DC multiverse figures. But these, I mean, the fact that we have a really quality Justice League, I'm happy with them and I will keep them in my collection, even if Mattel has far superior ones, because I just love those figures, how they turn out from McFarlane. Let me know if you see Ric Flair. Woo! I mean, it depends on how much the page I guess he may be there. Quaman, new edition, the boy band before boy bands were a thing. I mean, I want to say they were the pioneers, but the Jackson Five was one of the influences for New Edition. So, yeah, but man, New Edition was, and it's like they had so many great CDs after Any Heartbreak, where Home Again was really awesome, and One Love, really good stuff. I feel like people kind of forgot about them after a while, but they were still making great CDs. Lawson, I got Doc Savage from Mesco early in the week. He has flocked hair, which is way cool. Totally not expected. Um, I meant to ask you something about that flocked hair. Wouldn't that? I thought they were showing that in the preview pictures. Because I mean, it seems like the way to go for Doc Savage. David Thanos. Anybody seen the LJ in the Target? I have. I've seen Hogan. I've seen Dusty Rhodes. I've seen Logan Paul. I have not seen John Cena. But yeah, the rest of them are pretty plentiful. And what's really wild is seeing them on the shelves and how much space that packaging takes on the pegs. It's like, wow, these are big figures. And I'm surprised they don't have them locked up. I guess at Walmart, they would have them locked up behind the guns and all because they're massive weapons of mass destruction if you threw them at somebody because they are bricks in figure form. Maurice, yes, it was a whole new world, Jeffrey. Lawson, I really wish I could get that Mondo Real Ghostbusters figures, but I filed that plan under the you can't have everything file. Can't you? David Thanos, new edition laid the foundation for boy bands. If not for them, the others don't exist. And that's who I should blame for 98 degrees. Joking. I like them. Henry G, yeah, I'm all in on those DuckTales. Woo figures. They look really cool. Game Quest. Haven't had the chance to open my Mezco Doc Savage yet. Hoping to treat myself after the week from. Oh, yeah. Had no idea about the fly here on one of the head sculpts. That's pretty cool. David Thanos just wants a whole Darkwing Duck line. I mean, I gotta assume they're gonna do that next, right? I mean, maybe we can just do the whole Disney block of shows. Do Rescue Rangers next, and then Darkwing Duck. I feel like it's all on the table for him. Brian P. Is that new NECA Pee Wee Herman coming with Globy, Petri, and Randy? Looks like it. Looks like he came with all this stuff. Roger Robo, I can't wait for that Deep Six. Yes, sir. Am I that far behind? Not that far behind. Also, listen, Deluxe Deep Six. Yes, sir. Lawson says Henry G is top drawer, buddy. One of the top 3 Mezcos in my collection. Up there with the Shadow and Conan Mezco. Now, where the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man in that? Captain Antilles. Which one? Wedge or Revenge of the Sith? Captain Antilles. Wipe the protocol mind. Wipe the protocol droid's mind. Brian P. David Thanos. I have a feeling. Ooh, Darkwing Duck will be coming soon. Yeah, man. Hasbro really should give us a shark with Deep Six. I'm kind of feeling like I want to see some more vehicles. And I know this is being kind of like, yeah, I mean, what Lawson would say, you can have it all. It's the one thing that I want to see a little bit more of, a little bit more variety with the vehicles, because we got a lot of Joe land vehicles. I need the Dragonfly to have some company up in the friendly skies. I want to have a water vehicle, and I'll start small. Give me my devilfish, give me the shark, then give me my hydrofoil. Not the hydrofoil. Give me the whale and give me the hydrofoil. But yeah, Maurice, I think Super Grove is part of the Haulathon, but will be generally available later on. Sweet. Lawson, man, I hope Super Grover won't be too difficult to track down. I need that in my life. Excuse me. Energy, I missed out on that shadow. He does look pretty cool. So good. Ski Rare! How we doing, my man? Robert Hayes for the win. Absolutely. Game Quest. Mezco has to come back around on the shadow. It's too timeless. Like Tony Storm. Hoping this is the case with the mask. I didn't even know they did that one. Michael Solis, what up? Contacts are way too much this week, but some of my favorites were Jada Street Fighters, Akuma, and McFarlane Avatar figures. Nice. So we keep kind of dancing around it. But what else did everybody get this week? I've been kind of low key on my purchases because it's like, yeah, just slow it down. I did take advantage of that Target sale on the Desert Scorpion, and it was funny because they were doing it like a President's Day sale. I was like, oh no, I'll never get a chance to get this for cheaper. And they're kind of weird because they're so big, the Scorpion, and it's like, yeah, I would like to get a rack of these, but check this out. Check this out. Desert Scorpion is now the regular price, $26.99. Steeler and short fuse, $26.99. It's kind of wild. It's like I don't feel like Steeler and short fuse were out so long ago that they should be the price cheaper than one figure. And I noticed that the divers are not on a clearance price. Ninja Force R10 sold out, never to be available in stores or something. Law and Order 2826. The Cop still not cheaper. I guess it was cheaper than it was before. Copperhead for Python Patrol. Budo hadn't gone on sale. Roblox, the Crimson Twin still available. And I feel like those are two really good figures, and I'm not quite sure why they just kind of sit there. 647. What a great deal for the Rattler. Oh, let's see. I think that was everything there. But yeah, so if you have not gotten Law and Order, if you haven't gotten Desert Scorpion, it's a great time to army build. I have two. I kind of want to get a third just so I can have like my leader and then two of the others. But I always like that design. It's one where if I didn't have to figure out what I'm going to do with all those Scorpions, I would think maybe 4 or 5 would be the route to go since they have a leader. Anyway, let's go on here. David Thanos. Naka was like, here's Super Grover. Oh, wait, we're also going to give you DuckTales. Woo! Oh, wait, and here's the Muppets. It's time to get it started. Harry G. And fingers crossed he gets the Doom treatment. Yeah, Naka showed up and showed out at Toy Fair. They really did. They had some good stuff shown. Lawson. I've gotten Mezco's 2 Conan figures, The Shadow, Doc Savage, Spider-Man, The Fantastic Four, Captain America, and I have Hulk and Leader on pre-order. Love them all. Are you not going to get the Doc Ock? Also, got the 2015 Mezco Mars Attacks figures. Nice. Oh, absolutely, Ski Raider. Don't forget Grimace and the Mickey D's. Yes. Jamelin. Oh, it's the beard. I was trying to figure out why that 10 of likeness looked like him, but looked odd at the same time. It was so like they referenced that match on the packaging, and it was like they really did this. We don't have a Big Bubba when he's part of the Dungeon of Doom. We have a NWO version coming, but he does need a trench coat. Fortunately, Undertakers have plenty of soft goods leather jackets, which I think will work with him. But yeah, I'm excited about getting that one. So when are we getting Scooby Doo Wave 2? That's an excellent question, Lawson. Brian P. I'm extremely disappointed that Neck is making a Mask of the Red Death in black and white. He was in color in the movie, but still don't have a black and white version of the original Phantom of the Opera. Great question. NECA Hal Jordan? Yeah, they did like Alien and Predator figures, and it seemed like they were dipping their toes into making DC figures, but those were, and it was like really 3. It was Green Lantern, Batman, and Superman, but then they also had a John Stewart head sculpt, since that was an easy swap. Ray Pass, I hope the Shark does come with Deep Six, but it's a more compact version of the vehicle. I think due to our contacts, the Shark is going to be separate if we get it. Ski Raider. According to Pixel Dan, Jada is doing their own con soon. Hope we get more info soon there. Hopefully. Right past that Hulk would be the toy version of the ideal Hulk. I am very curious to see how that looks. Brian P. Reels. That's another mystery Scooby and the gang will have to solve. It was you, June. Robert Hayes. I got three ultimates: Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, and the People's Champ. Yeah, those are really good ones. I'm trying to think if there's another one. Indulge me for a hot second. So, if I am understanding your preference, Attitude Era. Mm, hmm. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so here are some other options for you if you're looking for good deals. Now, if you are just on a WWE Attitude Era or Monday Night Wars, this Scotty Steiner, nothing could be finer than putting fools in the Steiner recliner. But you know this, you get a two-pack Ultimate Warrior Papa Shango for the price basically of one. I need to get this Eddie Guerrero figure because I still need that one. There's Kurt Angle, which you already have. Let me see. I'm trying to see if they have some other ones that are reasonably priced. Lex Luger's pretty cool. Umaga, which I think is available over at Retro Robo Toys still, if your Attitude Era stretches that far. And let's see, Dudley Boys. I don't know why they had that so expensive. Let's see. Looks like that's what they've got right now. I feel like half the time their stuff is cheaper. Like I got this for $15 during Black Friday, so you can catch them on a better deal for some of this stuff. But the Ultimate Edition figures are great. All about the villains. With Mattel, they need to do better than McFarlane. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, well, what do you think about what we've seen so far from them with their core children's line? I know everybody wanted to panic and go, these are the worst figures ever. I appreciate McFarlane now. But here, let's take a look. Thanks again to Toy Art that has really detailed photos of the DC core figures from Mattel. Very important to note that because this is not what's going to be at what most of us are probably going to go for. So here they go. Superman has a really good head sculpt. You can check out the articulation. And for the kids line, it's very impressive. We got the thigh cut here, double jointed elbows, and knees. And let's see. Check the head sculpt, which looks really good. Soft goods cape. These are, I think Action Figure Attack said they're $11.99. And check this out. This is a pretty fun deal here. Little kryptonite gauntlet thing for them. That might be something to just get for your regular accessories for your other figures. And then they've got the bat in the armor suit, which is kind of fun. Kind of take on the Dark Knight Returns Batman with the bat suit. That's solid. Here's a better look at this Superman head sculpt. I think this is from their 12-inch line of figures. This is the new 52 one. So you can see no bicep articulation, but we should assume that we will see that later with the standard line. This one has heat vision eyes, so that's why his eyes look a little wonky here. And all the looks, let me go here, shift this over a little bit more so we can see more of the core figures. There's Robin, and he looks really good. This packaging I like with the colors, got some blue, and of course, having a more colorful packaging makes it stand out from Marvel Legends, which I'm sure is not a coincidence. Sean Stewart head sculpt, though, that's really good. And you can see the work they put into this line. I feel like this armor could probably apply to the collector's edition version later on. But this head sculpt is great right out the bat. And then there's Flash. He's got a little lightning effects stemming from his boots. I guess they just wrap around his ankles there. Kind of cool. I am curious because you always see these figures with stands, and it's like, well, are they going to come with these stands or no? But clearly, Barry Allen, little smirk, new 52 style helmet, and the chin strap there. I guess mask, not helmet. And look at all the stuff that Joker comes with. It's a lot. And there's Batman. And I'm sure this will be the first of 5,000. But it's a really nice Batman head sculpt, I would say. I mean, check this out. That's really solid. Throw a little black on there, but I feel like they've done a great job with those figures. But let me know what y'all think in the chat. There we go. My panel was acting up. I was pressing like 5 times. Michael Solis, I love anytime companies give us both Hal and John. Yeah, because I mean, their outfits don't have to change that much. Lawson, Jeffrey has to wait until the snow melts to get all his G.I. Joe classified figures back. So I'm looking over on the corner there. There's still plenty to still review. David Thanos, Robert Hayes, the Stone Cold is awesome. Also, looking to the Coliseum Ultimates, it's mostly the old school wrestlers in ultimate form. Yeah. They have some on sale now. Yeah, and I could not recommend those figures more. I mean, let me see here. I did post that one. I was trying to think. And let me show you this Dusty Rhodes figure because that was one I was like, do I really need an Ultimate Edition Dusty Rhodes? When they mentioned it, I was like, okay. But when I opened, I was like, oh, I think this is a lot better than the one I have, the Elite version. And in hand, I mean, that butterfly articulation does so much. It makes it easier to do something like a, bionic elbow. But I mean, check this out. So the scale, really right there. I mean, the likeness is just night and day. I mean, this is a really decent head sculpt. And again, if we didn't have this, I would be fine with this. Man, this is such a better likeness to Dusty. The splotch looks cool. And I feel like they really captured his physique here. It's like, yeah, that's the dream, baby. And the legs are the same. Got a little bit better detail on the boots, which is also awesome to see because I feel, I guess they can use this for an NWA. Dusty Rose, the bull of the wool, bull of the woods. And I mean, you just see the difference. So there's a Coliseum collection version of $1 Million Man and the Big Boss Man. And I can't wait to swap these guys out with those because really the Dusty Rhodes figure, if I needed any more convincing, is like, yep, this is the way to go with these figures. And, like when they get an expression like that, that's just fun. He has another one that's kind of goofy, but in the right setting, like this one, it does kind of work. Ooh, me, Ralph? Yeah, bam, little Shatter James for you there, Macho King. And then you can get a really fun bionic elbow. And just like these are really cool figures. Definitely think they're worth grabbing if you are into wrestling figures. All right, there we go. Lawson, that new Red Tornado is pretty sweet. So sweet. G Bruce, snow's 90% melted up here in Ohio. Yeah, we had a lot of rain this week. So the snow that's left is just kind of nasty looking. It's not pretty or anything. It's just like got grime and it's just, it's not fun anymore. Ray Paz, this Jada Kuma is so freaking sick. What's wild though is now we got the tease of the Storm Arena one. And it was pretty good. One thing that I wanted to mention, and this is one of those, this never, ever, ever happens kind of thing. So let me go back here to you. So when we had the crazy tariff situation happening, not that it's gone, but they were raising the price of these figures a little bit more. And oh wow, they're selling out. Oh wow, I had no idea. Jeez, it's really selling out. So what happened? They had this Sagat, and it was like, yo, tariffs are getting pretty hard. So they made him $37.99. And that was $2 cheaper than the Jada one. And it's like, all right, whatever. And then they sent an email out saying, hey, the tariff situation isn't as bad. We're taking it down to $29.99. And I know a lot of us they're never going to take these prices down and keep it, but they actually did, which is awesome. And I was really thrilled about it because it's like, oh, this is perfect. And I did not do this, but now I'm curious if we've seen those prices adjust as well with the Mayfex figures. Nope, looks like they're pretty much the same. Excuse me. Oh, let me see. I guess Iceman's the real key there if he's like $150. Huh. And now, of course, I don't see Iceman. Anyway, but yeah, and Jubilee, I'm gonna have to get because my Marvel Legends figures are too tall. Oh, about the villains, I saw them Helldiver figures from McFarlane, looking good. King Collector. I like that NECA DC hero body. Articulation is never a deal breaker for me. I always put scope over articulation. Posing figures means nothing to me. Lawson. The new Jay Garrick Flash is better than the previous versions, better colors, still the same height, which is such an issue. I'm like, why is he taller than everyone else? But much better coloring. Boots are right, etc. Yeah. Finn Doom. Jeff, you don't understand. These stories around me rarely gets new McFarlane. They just come out. Yeah, man. I went to Ross today too, and I'm still seeing people find these amazing deals on stuff that I actually want. My stores have nothing. It's like, wow. So it really just depends on where you are. Cigarette, new edition, still going strong. Yeah, they are. It should be interesting once I open my Doc Savage. Flocked hair is an interesting way to go. I think he has the regular basic hair too. So that's just one of the options. My bad. I meant series two. I didn't see anything new on that end. Jalen, I'm more of a Disneyland aficionado than World. What's the difference? But Space Mountain is still kicking. However, do not sleep on Cars, the Tower of Terror, or the Star Wars rides. There we go. I absolutely need to go to the Star Wars rides. Blake, new edition came to my tennis club in Boston and performed back in about 82. Sweet. A few years later, I bought their album for my 12th birthday. That Bobby Brown documentary was amazing. It was pretty cool. Jalen, I'll see your new edition and raise you a Jackson 5. I know they're actual brothers, but I'll always credit them as the first boy band. Yes, sir. David Thanos. They have a new Ultimate Stone Cold coming out with the Jake the Snake when he got sprayed by Rick the Model Martel. I really wish they had changed up his hairstyle because it's like classic mid 80s Jake, and his hair is different. I don't know. I feel like that one's a little bit underwhelming. And I know they went with the outfit that he was wearing for the blindfold match. I feel like they could have been a little bit more creative with that Jake figure. I wouldn't be opposed to different hair sculpts for these figures. Whereas Darkwing Duck will be a day one Oos acquisition. I'm with you. Henry G, yeah, NECA needs to do the whole Disney Afternoon lineup. Then I won't regret selling my Funko Disney Afternoon figures so much. The New Hope version, yes. Mezco's Fantastic Four is number 4 on the list, of course. Also, listen, when there's trouble, just call it DW Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Henry G, speaking of Joe vehicles, I know it's early, but what do you think will be the next classified HasLab? Or rather, what would you like to see? What would I like to see? Well, that and the reality are different. I am going to continue to champion for a whale overcraft. I never had that as a kid, so I am totally biased on wanting that. Let's see. So we're starting to see them do some made to orders. I feel like G.I. Joe can probably keep rolling with HasLabs and not necessarily be stuck in the we've got to do these made to orders now. What would I like to see? Of course, the whale. And if we don't get that, I wouldn't be opposed to getting the Warthog. I thought that was a really fun vehicle. It's Cobra's time now. And I really feel like the hydrofoil is next up. We've had a land vehicle with the hiss, we got the air vehicle with the Rattler. Feels like now's the time to go to sea. So the Joe's gonna fight over land and sea and air. So yeah, I think that's the one I would like to see the most. And maybe they can continue to sell more of the divers, have another random Cobra diver, Baroness and Destro in their scuba outfits that we saw in the various movies. I think that could be an interesting way for them to go. Or maybe just give us two Lampreys because their outfits are so sweet. I feel like that's one where they could basically make it around the same size as the Rattler, maybe a little smaller. It's a little bit so it can fit on the shelf. And I'm not going, where am I putting this thing? But yeah, I think that's what I want to see. How about you? Lawson. Also got that 2-pack of Sentinels with the video game colors from Legends this week. Also, yeah, I see they're still in stock on Pulse. I guess Guess people don't want those as much as they did the other ones. Ray Pass ordered a Savage Crucible figure. Should be here, but will be here Saturday. Nice. Very cool. Which one did you get? Maurice, I only got Static and Sawtooth toys, not Blade. And what do you think about that one? Why not G.I. Joe classified female divers? Well, I mean, we should get Lady J, but we just got her in the HasLab Snowcat. But I guess they could release her. Maybe they do her in a Destro from that Pyramid of Darkness moment. And you could have that little orb deal that expands into the octopus. It'd be a fun set. Game Quest. Woo! I think I can slow down a line or two. NECA notices. Kwame, I'm starring that one too, my man. Can't collect our miso sales. I didn't even consider it would be a President's Day sale. Right. That holiday didn't even register to me. Well, those sales are now the default, so you can get them right now. Puzzle SM Big Lob came in the mail today. Picked up a few extra retro stalkers to get bash. Nice. What are you going to do with those? Depends if you consider Beast Boy part of the Doom Patrol. Jeeber, I got the Iron Spider MJ records from Stereolab. Bob Vinyl? Not Dylan. Violin? Okay. I'm sure you'll correct me. The Adverts and New York Dolls, Morrison's The Invisibles, pins, books, and the roof chair for Kenner Ecto 1. Nice. Lawson. Mezco Doc Ock is not as much as Green Goblin. Want Iron Man and Thor. Justin. The next shows I want to get are Slaughter and Mercer, as well as the All Striker with Crankcase. Still available? That's good. I recommend both. Ninja Carm. What's going on? Trick or Treat Studios Army of Darkness figures look fun. They do look pretty cool. I was checking out the Trick or Treat Studio figures from Toy Fair. Toy Fair. And I was like, wow, they're doing some solid work over there. Vin Doom, definitely getting those new NECA Predator Badlands figures. I really like that movie, so those are on the radar as well. Rick H, as I said last night, on Movie Files, 3 is a magic number. That Scorpion is why I can't rock the Army building either, Sir Jeff. I'm tempted. I feel like maybe you could sell those off. I mean, maybe people just want giant scorpions for whatever. That's maybe something that Savage Crucible figure collectors would like, having a big giant scorpion to fight their gladiators or Mythic Legion figures too. Ray Bass, keep fan wishing someone would do the Vertigo series 100 bullets in figure format. Soft goods, fully articulated. Maybe I'm the only fan of that book that's left. I mean, it feels like there's all kinds of cool licenses that would make for great figures. And because they're kind of tied up with Vertigo and DC, they might be a non-starter just because they would have the master license. And I doubt Mattel will do those, but I wonder. Retro. I like to watch old school TV shows at night. Fitting. Just started watching Battlestar Galactica 3 episodes in and had to impulse buy some of the new Galactica figures from Factory Entertainment. What are you watching them on? I didn't even know they were on something. Electronic Colonel Viper. Nice. Right, they did. Stay guys, I got Jada Toys, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Bison for Retro Robo Toys, and I pre-ordered Demon Hunter Kale and Demon Hunter Raise Kale, aka Dante Nero Devil May Cry 5. Very nice. CS the director. What's going on? Mattel will cook with DC. The adult line starts in January 2027. Believe me. Oh, I mean, they put a big sign up there that said yes, January 2027. So I can trust your statement on that. DJ Jedi, that NECA version is still my GOAT, John Stewart. First appearance, McFarlane is a close second for me. I think you can see him right there behind Aquaman and Batman, but he's a really good. I love that head sculpt too. Justin, Mattel did a super job. Yeah, with Clark Kent. Great pass. I like the Batmobile from the kids line. Yeah, it does look good. Maurice, very impressed with what I'm seeing with the Mattel DC Kids line. I might want to get that Batmobile and Robin cycle. Feeling very optimistic about their standard line. I really am looking forward to see what they're going to show us, probably at Comic-Con. But yeah, those, I mean, this is the basic line, so you know the collector one will be even better. Rick Cage, base! Here we go again. Love all I've seen of new Mattel DC. It's a buy. King Elector Brian P. I'm definitely in on that Battlestar Galactica ship. Costs too much, but I've been waiting for a Colonial Viper that size for a while. Lawson. Man, I'm so glad the DC Comics went back to their classic DC logo. Justin. Sundown may become one of my favorites. Sweet design on him. David Thanos, that Papa Shango Ultimate doesn't get the love it deserves. Yes, he is one. Oh man. And I need to get him before he's like sold out. I'm like, oh, you moron. He was cheap. But the regular, was he a Legends or Elite? I think he's just a basic Elite. He's so skinny. And this one actually fixes that problem. So absolutely. Blake, this DC line to me is a hybrid line. I bet Mattel knows that plenty of adults will be buying those. I think so too, especially those impatient collectors like, I can't wait to get around now. Those Mattel DC figures for kids look fine. I agree. What's up? Oh, Lou. How you doing, my man? Jalen, depending on how deep they go, I think these Mattel core DC figures may end up being pretty popular. Are they in like the $10 range? I think 11 or 12.99. But the state of figure prices now, that's pretty good. The Mattel WWE basic line, I think it's 11.99. So I would assume that's the same price point they're gonna have for those. Much better Dusty Jeffrey. Facts. Yeah. Dusty is amazing. I mean, we need an NWA version too, because man, the Dream was my dude when I first started watching NWA. Dusty the American Dream wasn't one for missing too many references. No, he wasn't. I still need a good Macho Man for my growing wrestling collection. What's my best option? Hmm. I wonder how many Macho Man figures I have in whatever my last Macho Man review was. Actually, it's probably the NWO one. Um, let's see here. Maybe I got in this one. Let me see. When I normally take them, oh, nope, not this. Let's try another one. Let's try here. Um, I can't vouch for the prices. And of course, with Macho Man, he's had so many different looks. This is the Ultimate Edition one that wasn't part of the ring. That one is super expensive. This is Cowboy era Macho Man. And he is smaller than the elites, but looking at up his height compared to Hogan, he's actually scaled a little bit better here. And this one, the hat doesn't really fit great on him, but you can see how he scales next to Jake the Snake, Ric Flair, Razor Ramon. So he fits in pretty well. And let me see here. They do not have the license anymore to do Macho Man figures. So you're kind of like, what am I going to do? But this is kind of where you're at with Macho Man figures. And let me just go back through real fast. Let me see if there's another one that I've done that I can show you like more. Let's try this one. This is a defining moments. I haven't checked on the price in this one in a while, but if you want a classic mid 80s Intercontinental Champ version of Macho Man, this one is the one to get. I feel like his price is going to be really, really, really high these days. But if you can get him, this is the one to get. Hopefully that helped. I'll look around after this show to see if there's a good price for a Macho Man. Henry G, I like that mini tornado accessory that came with the first red tornado. Gonna display the new one with that. That's what I did. I was like, that was the only thing missing from the DC digital one that it didn't have that. But because I kept the old one, it's still there. All about the villains. Did Mattel announce the price of the new DC figures yet? Not to my knowledge, but we can find out real fast, hopefully. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I get my wallet together here. Let's try that one more time. There we go. He's there. Okay, so hold on, let me do this because I feel like a lot of us in the chat, including me, are very excited about this news. So let me just go ahead and post this for everybody else in case y'all want it as well. Because absolutely, day one pre order. I don't even know if this is the first day, but I got to make that move on it. So this is my link to this guy. And I will get back to your question. I won't forget. Big Bird. And I know a lot of us were wondering what's up with him. He is here. You can get him from my affiliate, Entertainment Earth, and Ultimate Big Bird. I mean, this is, I love the fact that we got him. And let's go to all the photos there. So cool. Giving us the original design. I really need to figure out how to get some bricks like this. That is such a great figure. I may need to borrow a nest from the birds outside. Hey, my NECA Big Bird figure needs this. Sorry. And I feel like that price is really, really reasonable for a Big Bird in this scale. These figures, I mean, that is really solid. I'm gonna check to see if Retro Robo wants to make those move on those figures because yeah, really solid. All right, so you asked, did they announce a price point for these figures? Let me go back over and see if I can find that. I don't think so, but let me just check to see if we have any prices on those figures so far. Huh. No, I don't see it. So sorry. But I'm pretty sure it's like 12 bucks tops. I'm double dipping on Street Fighter with Storm and Jada. Me too. I'm getting the Storm Arena Akuma. I just got this one. I'm not gonna double dip on anything else, but I like the Storm Arena figures. I think they did a really great job on them. And then of course, you know, they're moving off to different stuff. I mean, I know Jada's like, we're gonna do them too, but it's like, no, that's okay. And there's enough Jada stuff for me to get. That's the Storm Arena Akuma. We've seen him already, but this is a nice little tease, and he's another one. And I didn't realize these figures were selling out so fast. Um, but yeah, I definitely recommend getting on those figures before they do, because once they sell out, I think people are really gonna want those figures. And they're like, oh man, I missed out on them. Now I'm gonna have to pay all these ridiculous prices for them. So let's see who's here that you could still pre-order. I mean, man, there's so many of these guys sold out. So Goro still available. Grab him now if you want. Gosh, and Chun-Li. And yeah, jeez, it's wild how many of those figures are sold out with only one. I mean, with Ryu and Ken in people's hands right now. What up, Northern Nomad? Justin, I've always been the world, Neverland. I made a funny by accident. Oh man, you went. Was this the one with Tony Braxton and Boys to Men? It's pretty cool. Ski Raider, thanks, Jeffrey. Will, the Moray. Lawson, I wish that Marvel Legends did a build a vehicle figure line, build a vehicle. That way we get a fantastic car. I feel like that would have been cool, especially when we had the movie coming out last year, where we could have gotten some of those figures that I wanted and you wanted, the Wizard, Trapster, and they each have a little part to the fantastic car. Aaron Easton, boats that don't float, they all float down here. Is a non-starter. Class 5 better come correct. You know, why would that be the one thing that has to do it? Because I mean, I don't expect my Dragonfly to fly or the Rattler. I'm not going, you better fly. But I don't know. This is the what was that one? Goodness gracious. What was that boat? Anyway, the one that everyone used for a boat stand in Fortnite. Did that one float? Cobra Yo Joe Northern Nomad, my man. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I did not see it. I was flipping back and forth, but thank you. Who all got that sawtooth blood hunter blade? I know someone mentioned they got it. I think it was Maurice. So I think he saw it. Nomad for the win. Yes, sir. Harry G. Yeah, I would love a whale. If it was up to me, Sky Striker all day, baby. My G.I. Joe Air Force would take up all the shelf on that top shelf. Am I wrong? Or is everyone and their mom and dad producing action figures these days? It does seem like a lot of people are in on it now. Justin, what character could be the next Maximum? Cap, Iron Man, Venom, or Iron Man? Maybe you think Iron Man? Um, with those choices, none of them are really exciting to me because I just feel like they've done so many really good Captain America figures. Now that we've got one Butterfly Shoulders, I don't know what would make a Maximum series worthy of that price point. I know they could throw in 3 or 4 different shield options, but it's like, okay, what else you got? Iron Man, same deal. We've got so many Iron Man figures. Yeah, we could use one with really great butterfly shoulder articulation as well, but I feel like we wouldn't get the classic 70s look for him. And if we got that, then I might be on board, especially if we got a faceplate where you can see his eyes behind those little eye slots. Venom, we just got that really good one with Cap. And maybe they're doing it in black, but I don't know. Jeff, I stream Battlestar and Fandango at home. Thank you, Retro Robo. Janwin, I'm looking forward to the Predator Badlands figures, but I still think they should do Naru and Tab, her brother from Prey. Oh, yeah. I wonder why they didn't do those. Janwin says, yeah, guys, that Mattel Batmobile looks fun. It does. I miss the Mattel Batmobile. What era is it? I think it's like a evergreen one. What up, bro shot? How are you tonight? If I could click onto it. There we go. My thing is a little bit slow tonight. How you doing, bro? That Papa Shango is 35 right now, Jeff. I just saw it. Yeah, I need to just do it because I'm going to be annoyed. I think it's at $34.99. So I'm wondering if they'll go, here's your free shipping, or if I'm going to have to find a $2 or 2 cent sticker to get on there. Picturing Sundown to have a gravelly voice with a southern drawl with a little sense of humor. Justin, I can see that. I need a Super Friends Batmobile. DJ Jedi. Been a good week to be a G1 Transformers fan. Absolutely. Pre-order for Walmart exclusive retro Outback was finally back up on Pulse after being sold out for months. Also pre-order the retro card Warpath and Secret Wars Falcon. Nice. What's up, Thrust Fire Up? Giant scorpions fighting figures just had me reminisce on Class of the Titans. Don't think mini sword sorcerer figures are 2.5 in scale, but what about this San Diego Comic Con Mass Thunderhawk? I'm not familiar with that one. I have to check. David Anatol, man, I have every Macho Ultimate. Yeah, I'm really upset that we never got a 80s era Macho Man Ultimate. It feels like we got the new generation ring that saved that has that Mattel Creations Lab. We got the NWO Macho Man. We got the cowboy version of Macho Man, and we got so many different ones. It's like the classic one with the robe seemed like that would have been a really obvious one, and we did not get it. And the next Macho Man that we were going to get an Ultimate Edition line was for WrestleMania 7, so we still weren't going to get a classic Trunks version. Ski Raider, I love that Slim Jim one too. It's pretty good. Brian P. The best Macho Man figure was the cream of the crop. Dig it. Oh yeah, it's a good one. T Brat, Rudd. How are you? I'm desperate to find the Build-A-Figure Sam Roberts. What figures are in that one? You know, it's funny because I saw the what's his face, the Survivor Series wave, and it felt like that was never around when it seemed like other people had it for months. And now my stores have a constant presence of that Bret Hart figure. And if I can find an Owen Hart heads or the AEW Owen Hart figure, I would get the Bret so I could just have a stand-in for the King of Hearts. Woo! And have him in my collection because I mean I understand why, but gosh, I need an Owen in my collection. David Daniels. You have to get two NWO Macho Man and one Green Hat Macho, NWO Macho, and T Mattis Macho. And that neon one is just great. Yeah. They did a ton. Then we got the Wolfpack Macho, you're right. And yeah, we got the Elite NWO Macho. We got the Ultimate Edition Macho. They did a rack of Macho Man figures. And since we're talking about this, let's make this easy for all of this. Let's go to Wrestling Figure Database and we'll see how many Macho Man figures they gave us, which was a ton. And most of them are really good figures. I mean, some are just like, okay, this is fine. But there we go. 48 figures from Mattel. Jeez, that's a lot. It is crazy because it was like I felt like they still could have done a lot more. Like with Macho Man, they could have done just as many as we got from the Ultimate Warrior, and it still would have been like, yeah, but we need this look for him. So there was the Superstars with a cool robe. There was this version of the NWO one with the madness, and that's the new generation ring version. See, he's got the monitors, he's got the headset, which is pretty cool. And this is what he was wearing when he fought Crush in WrestleMania 10, one of my favorite shows. And I really think this match is underrated, but I really like the fact they did that one. This was the one that was unreleased that they were going to give us, and it was like, oh man, and it looks great because the Elite one was fine, but I mean, this was going to be so much better. And this one, they kind of teased. They didn't release this one. This is the WrestleMania 8 Macho Man. This is the Ultimate Maniacs version. Then we got the Defining Moments, which is probably the best one. This is the Series 11 with the pink tights that CM Punk rocks. Oh, let's see here. The retro one. This is the first Macho Man figure in the Legends line, and it was so exciting because Jax never gave us a Macho Man figure. This is the WCW version. This is that one I was mentioning earlier. This is the Chase Cream of the Crop one, retro one. This is the Defining Moments, their first Macho Man. This is the one they were upgrading with that Ultimate Edition. The ring cart, which is great because you can do your WrestleMania coming out to the ring deal. This is the NWO Wolfpack one. As you can see, we got a ton of Macho Man figures, but it still was not enough. And then the WrestleFest one, just a rack of them, including the Masters of the Universe one too. Nope, he's a member of the Evil Horde in this one. So it's not a thing of, oh, they should have done one. They should have done more. I probably want to get this Mega Powers one since it doesn't seem like we're going to get this. This Team Mattis one is great too. I mean, they just made so many great Macho Man figures. It's hard to go this one. No, this one. This one he pops the scepter over the head of Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, I mean, we got a ton of Macho Man figures. Really good. Just like, there are still so many more we can get. DJ Jedi, possible hot take. In terms of aesthetics, articulation, detail, and accessories, Mattel's DC Kitty line might end up running circles around Hasbro's Marvel Kitty line. I don't know if that's a hot take. I think that's going to be the truth. Hasbro's Marvel Kitty line is fine, but man, Mattel's already bringing stuff, some accessories that I could see using with my other DC figures. I mean, that gauntlet thing seems like it would work with the McFarlane Superman. So lots of cool stuff there. King Collector, yeah, you should get the Macho Man Defining Moment version. Pink trunks, white stars, yellow boots. That's the best one. What's up, Nathan? Listening on the road, my friend. Can't comment much, but sending the good vibes to the group. Happy to see you and hope all is well on the road, my friend. NECA's Big Bird is on point. Bird needs Snuffy too. Yeah, exactly. Those are awesome Sesame Street figures. I just don't know if I need to be into another toy line. The best thing is they're not releasing so many where it's like overwhelming. Like last year, we just got 3. And we got Big Bird, there's Harry, there's Grover. So it's not like a whole lot revealed so far. So it's like a line where if you just kind of want to dip your toes into one, that's a good one because they're not releasing so many where it's overwhelming. Snuffy will probably be around 85. Why would you say that? I mean, Big Bird, reasonably priced. He's $50. I mean, I could see maybe 70, but maybe they allocate the plastic a little bit differently. Ski Raider, I waited because I wanted to see Bird and Muppets too. Now they're smart. They'll do Muppet Babies. Bro shot. The Storm Arena Kuma looks great. He does. You need to get on that line, brother. Jalen, did you ever have that WrestleMania moments Macho Man? He doesn't have all the accessories like the robe, but he's a good classic 80s savage. I think you can still find it at a decent price. Is that the WrestleMania moments is the one with the cart? Because I have that one and clearly do not need that Macho Man. So if someone wants it, let me know. Lazy, what's going on? Got Warbird and Power Princess coming in the mail next week. Nice. Rick Cage. Double dip is my occupation. Triple and quadruple even. Just right though. I'm searching for Arena Ken who sold out in a flash. Trying to get the player 2 variants also to my chagrin. Henry G, if Hasbro did a HasLab Sky Striker, I swear I'm grabbing 3. It's funny. This is the one area where I'm like, yeah, the HasLabs, I'm good with just one. The Sky Striker is pretty cool when they get more than one, though. I could understand that. Just how big will it be? Lawson, anyone finding Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern at GameStop yet? Not I. Mine did not have any DC stuff or nothing new. All about the villains. Everybody making figures because we're in the golden age of Aquarius of collecting. Game Quest. Storm Marina Street Fighter figures are my preferred versions and have the better sculpts in my mind's eye. But I always love the Jada Street Fighter figures. Not going to complain. 2 amazing Street Fighter lines. Absolutely. I'm not sure if I saw your first one, Justin. King Electra. I've been missing so many pre-orders lately. When did Storm Marina and Kuma pre-orders drop? No, not yet. This is just the tease. I'm not sure when he's supposed to drop. Olu, bought 2 G.I. Joes for over $60, and the cashier looked at me like I was crazy. It was shameful. Which ones did you get? Nice. Obi-Wan Kenobi, what's up? Am I the only one who would love to see a Battle of the Planets Gotcha reboot or toy line? No, absolutely not. I think a lot of us would be down for that. Entertainment Earth seems to have the neck of Big Bird for about $10 less than Big Bad Toy Store. Sold. Thank you. All right, let me see here. It's not. Geez, how did the time go away? All right. I'm gonna start that. And David Thanos. Just a thought. I wonder if Pinnacle, the Hastel Toys line, will do a Macho Man. We've seen a lot of Macho Man figures from other parties, so probably. Oops. The G.I. Joe Navy SEAL motorized mission raft floats and has a, what was that one released? It has a battery powered motor that's perfect scale for 6-inch classified. Have an option to float is great for photos. Absolutely, for sure. Absolutely. I would always worry about it all of a sudden failing to float and then going to the bottom of the river or lake. The Macho Man is great. Hey, Chase got a cool photo now. Macho Man had so many great outfits that it's hard to have a definitive look for him. Where are you in that picture, bro? You look like you were chilling. Mattel Creations outfit, also one of my favorite interviews with Arsenio. That was fun. There, then was Macho Man was my guy. Every time he came in the ring, I would grab my bed sheets, use it as the cape or robe. Henry J, I'm not minding Neck's price with the Sesame Street or Scooby at all. Yeah. John Morrissey. I'm going to see Scream 7 at the Alamo Draft House for free on March 2nd. Thank you, Jeff. Absolutely. And one of those things where I'm always looking out for stuff where I can give VIP members something else extra. So VIP members had the option to get Scream 7 passes. So if you're a VIP member, you still want one, let me know. Lawson, as long as Macho Man comes with the head wrap, the ski glasses, and his long hair and beard, you really can't go wrong with any of his looks. This is true. G.I. Jetman, hello, Jeffrey and chat. How are you tonight? You know Macho Man is from the Poffo family. Does anybody remember Leaping Lanny Poffo? Yes, absolutely. The genius. Game Quest. Storm currently has at least 2 of the Gashman team with Ken and June. Pretty amazing. Just a bit rough on the wallet. Here's hoping for the rest. That's the rub there, because we might not see them. People's elbow was and always will be trash. All right, since it's 9:40, let's get into the topic for the evening. Last year, Marvel Legends was doing the unthinkable. They were actually completing teams. We got Farrell to wrap up X Force. We got Wolfsbane. I think she was last year, 2024 then. So we got her to finish off X Factor. It's pretty cool. We got the Inhumans. They were just like, listen, we're not going to mess around. Two packs for you. That was pretty cool. And I love seeing that. And I'm hoping we see them continue to do more of that. But I'm also curious, what other teams, what other groups do you want to see completed in a year? Now, yeah, I know for them it's like let's drag these figures out. Let's keep them on the hook for a little bit longer. But I really appreciated what we got from Marvel Legends with the Inhumans. So, what are some of those teams, those groups, the loose alliances that you'd love to see completed this year? Excuse me. So we've seen a bunch of stuff already from Toy Fair, but we know Comic Con's on the horizon. We know there's going to be more Marvel Legends live streams. Maybe we'll see some more McFarlane stuff, but what do you all want to see? And now I started a bunch. So let me go back to the top, the very top, and let's start. All right, Lawson, finish the Defenders. We need a classic Valkyrie, new classic Hellcat. Yes. Classic Blue Fuzzy Beast. We need an actual good classic Namor. We need a classic Damon Hellstrom. Yes. Avengers, Comic Book Man, Swordsman, Kirby Green Hulk. I need Frightful Four. Well, we kind of have them. At least give us Wizard and Trapster so we can kind of have them. Classic Neil Adams Green Arrow with a blonde goatee and a Robin Hood hat. Classic Black Canary. Superhero Suit Zatanna. Classic Hawkman. All are needed. Need new classic Aquaman. Yes. Brian P. Oh, man. This chat is already way too active. I'm going to say we need more Generation X figures. Yeah. You start a line, finish it. Or start a team, finish it. Come on. They already have Reed Richards salad fingers for skin. What's the hold up? That's a great point. They are right there for them to use. Yeah. That's a great call. For Transformers, I feel like they need to redo Crosshairs to complete the Autobot Target Masters and release Misfire for the Decepticon Target Masters. Also, Tailgate to complete the Minibots. I remember Tailgate. That Alfred Mattel did some years ago is still awesome. The one with the comic head, Alan Napier head, and Michael. Yeah, that was really great. All About the Villain says, number one teams I need are the Teen Titan Classic and New Age and New Gods. New Age? Oh, New Teen Titans. Gotcha. Vin Doom. McFarlane, please finish the big three milestone figures, Hardware and Rocket. Also finish the Super Friends Legion of Doom. Justin. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. All we need is Kirby Hulk in blue costume, Quicksilver, re-release. Excuse me. Maurice, I'm a simple man. And Lawson already covered most of what I want anyway. So I'll just add finish New Mutants, start and complete Power Pack. Yes, make them a box set. Excuse me again. G-Brew, classic New Mutants, and Generation X. Where's my big barter at, Todd? Henry G agrees. We need a solid New Mutants team completed ASAP. Brian P also says we need a classic Valkyrie for Defenders, and I'd take a new classic Hellcat. It seems like a good 2-pack. And Marie says, thanks for the reminder about Generation X, G-Brew. Should include Finish Original X Factor. Yes, please. Justin says Heroic Age Avengers, Protector, Hawkeye, Pulse, Wolverine, Ronin, Abigail Brand, Yellow Jacket, and Wasp. Mr. Walker Collector, what's up? We need more JSA members. Which ones would you want to see? Like, we've got a pretty decent smattering of them, but I'm down. Since I'm going to answer the question asked. We really need a classic Golden Age Hawkman, made with the chase with the 1990s Hawkman. We still need Jakeem, Johnny Thunder, and Thunderbolt in a 3-pack just to get them all knocked out. Stargirl, it's crazy. We have this team, we don't have Stargirl. We've got Hawkgirl, we've got Jack, Starman coming. We need a Our Man 2. Who else on the back of this? We need Adam. We already got a damaged head sculpt for him. And who else? Maybe a classic Sandman 2. There you go. Justin says, for Kang Dynasty Avengers era, Triathlon, please. Master of Evil, Crimson Dynamo, Melter, Tiger Shark. We do have him. Radioactive Man, and we have him too. And Wonder Man, purple version. But I would not mind getting them better versions. Radioactive Man and Tiger Shark. Cage keeps it simple and easy. Fantastic Four and the OG5, X-Men and Avengers. So this is how it's done. The rest is frosting on the cake. Nice. What kind of cake? Blade Star. Finish the Doom Patrol and Metal Man. I'm gonna start both of those. Finish the Legion of Superheroes. I can fudge a 15-member Legion. I have 3 members each: Robot Man, Negative Man, and Beast Boy. I have 3 Metal Men. Which ones do you have there? Justin, Retro Snake Eyes version 2, Retro Wild Bill, Chuckles, and Outback. What would you retro Outback with? Hope McFarlane completes Batman and Robin from the classic TV show. Yeah, Henry G. We definitely need those. King Collector, we need a new Legion of Doom figure set now because my demolition figures seem bigger than my Road Warriors. They are crying for Ultimate Edition figures. If they can get the Road Warriors signed back up, gosh, those original ones we got are pretty lean now compared to some of these other figures. Kwame, Teams of One completed, Classic New Mutants, Gen X, Acolytes, Star Jammers. We just need 2 members. That's a box set. Deadly Genesis. Yeah, man. Eric T, what's up? I like to see more figures to fill out the Ultimates team for Marvel Legends, Ultimate Thor, Ultimate Hulk, Hawkeye, etc. How many more would it take to really complete that squad? Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Giant Man, Wasp. Would you want all those? DJ Jedi, stoked about the upcoming Secret Wars Falcon. Speaking of completed teams, now all we need is a classic Brother Voodoo to join Sam and Luke Cage to finish out the 70s Beatnik Brigade. Yes, we could see them too. I don't know why we haven't gotten classic Brother Voodoo. Let's see. Retro Robo. I would love for them to finally complete Alpha Flight. Yes, they would be a fun one to complete. I love for them to redo Alpha Flight. See, that's a tricky thing. I mean, Guardian absolutely needs a better figure. I'm worried. I guess if they did them in 2 packs, like Aurora, North Star, Guardian, Vindicator, Shaman, and Snowbird. But I feel like that's one they're like, we gave you the team or most of the team. What are you complaining about? Even though they could get some updates. Judge Jetman, do you think Hasbro will finish comic Eternals in Marvel Legends? Who else would you want to see? Because I was trying to think on that. Like, we could use a classic Cersei, and we did get that really awesome Icarus. And really, for that reason, I would love to see like a few more, maybe another 2 or 3 pack, just to flesh them out a little bit more. I'm trying to remember the leader of the Eternals, because they're not like a major fan group of mine, but I think adding them would be fun. Yeah, that's the key. Problem to waiting too long to finish teams. Absolutely. Maurice, agreed. We also need to get Marina box, either one, at least. Eric T, redo the Wrecking Crew while you're updating figures, Hasbro. Yes. Those are the priority redos for me at this point. David Thanos, Macho and Jake were my guys. When they feuded, that thing went next level when they Cobra bit Macho. That feud was excellent. 1216 Anarchist, looks like we're starting to get New Mutants. Already have Sunspot and Warlock, and we're getting Magic. Hope to get the others in short order. Well, we should be seeing some version of Cannonball and Cypher coming up next with the target line after Onslaught drops. I would not be upset with an updated Warlock. I wouldn't be upset if they put Warlock and Cypher in a 2-pack, because the original Build-A-Figure, a little bit loose. The sculpt is good. I feel like he's one, if they were to just make the tubing, the piping better and connect all the way to the figure, that might be all I really need. But yeah, maybe that'd be a good way to get Cypher out there. King Elector, we need that X-Men original team set ASAP before I have to pull the trigger. Do not do it on the old Toys R Us exclusive set. That set is awful. Don't try it. Snake Eyes, I need figure arts to do Star Fox. What team is Star Wolf theme? Which ones? Ed McFarlane gives us more milestone characters as good as that Static. I'm so down for that. I got Static just hanging on my desk because this is a really fun figure. And I love the way they did the manhole cover, so it actually connects to the stand there. So you get a little tilt to it. That's really a cool design. And he is a great figure. David Thanos, I don't understand why Marvel takes so darn long to complete teams. I don't know. I think that's tricky because it's when we get updated figures, like when we get the Vulcan mold, then it makes the Bucky Cap figures look really weak in comparison. And it's like, well, now you need to redo this one. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering if they should just do more box sets to complete teams. That way they're in the same current style. They can re-release or redo figures without it taking away spots from the main line. But yeah, Alpha Flight could use updates. I was thinking about it, like, yeah, they really, really need to at this point. Tailgate was a white repaint of Wind Charger in season 3 of the show. Thank you. Blake would love to see the Invaders, like Lawson said, we could use a new Namor. But have we ever gotten classic Bucky? No. Or Human Torch. First appearance cap on the new Buck would be epic. Yes. I'm wondering if that would work for a box set too. There's so many Marvel characters that we still need. It's like they're so far away from completing this team. It's like, man. 1216 Anarchist would love to see more 60s, 70s Avengers, Swordsman, Mantis, and a Clint Barton Goliath would be awesome. Yeah, he would. Brainiac. He's a brainiac. Human Torch, Toro, Spitfire, we need also. True. Maurice, GameStop in San Diego has a lot of Marvel and G.I. Joe action figures. Great prices. Home of the Comic Con, San Diego, California. GameStop. Nice. What's up, Easy Reader? How are you tonight? Lawson, I hope we see a classic Linda Carter Wonder Woman from McFarlane as well. King Collector. On a side note, we need Team Force, Hercules, and Space Ghost. Jan and Jace. Yes. Are you reading the comic book, by the way? It's awesome. Rick Cage, the complete G-Force Team Science Ninjas, aka Gotcha Man, Zoltan, and Henchman included. He's a reader. I want the Celestials. Blake, I just need Alpha Flight Marina. Web fingers, sculpted scales, and 2 heads. Evil and nice. And Jai Jetman, we need an Eric Johnson, Goliath, Atlas. Yeah, we do. Lost in the fact that the classic Luke Cage lacked ab articulation, had the crazy gap under the sleeves is rather shameful. Power Man deserves better treatment and love from Legends than this. Shameful. Shame. I'm with you. He needs an update too. AJ, what's up? I want to see Force Works. Love seeing them in the 90s Iron Man cartoon. And would love to see all those figures, all those looks in figure form. Or at least just Century. And can fudge the rest with what we have. What's different with Spider-Woman? Because I feel like her figure is really good. Hawkeye was pretty solid too. And I guess we could get a Scarlet Witch. Maybe they do a 2-pack of Sentry and Scarlet Witch in those looks. Harry G, we have a long way to go, but can we get moving on some more Starjammers? I mean, it's just two. It's just two. Hepzibah and Rosin. Like, what's taking so long? Lawson. Marvel Legends takes a long time to do teams because they're always trying to redo Spider-Man's, Wolverine's, X-Men, and Iron Man's. And you can only do so many figures a year. They have to keep everything going. So that is a problem. Duke Disciple. Hey, I just got here. Hello. Has the Secret Six from McFarlane been mentioned yet? Marvel Legends are one wave away from completing all A-list Asgardians. I believe so. All about the villains. Remember, if a company finishes teams slowly, they get the customer around longer. Agreed. The Secret Six would be fun. Want new Thundar figures. Kind of collecting. What's going on? Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. King Collector. I got off a flight. I still like that set on the shelf. They came in a 6-figure set for most of the team. Not Guardian and Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. Was it still 6? I guess it was. That was a crazy set. But now they could do a better version of them now. Skew Raider. Jada, Scooby, and more. Hanna-Barbera and Ruby Spears. All about the villains. I want a Pinless Heroes for Hire 2-pack straight out of the comics. I mean, they could do that, right? A little bit more classic look for Iron Fist and a better version of Luke Cage. Eric Team, I think after Xania, we only need Zanzibar with Skiff and Thrasher and Thunder Machine to finish her Dreadnoughts. There's Burnout and a few more, but yeah, pretty close. Excuse me. Jamelin, U.S. agent would need a new figure for Force Works too. You're right. I forgot about him. That cover is really cool. Maurice, I have to ask, are you getting an Imperial Remnant Chicken Walker? And the driver in your toy fair was great. No, not unless they make it for the Black Series, but the vintage collection price was pretty expensive, so probably won't. Lawson, Loose Collector Bigfoot is proper size for Alpha Flight Sasquatch. Now I gotta check that. Do they make him in orange? Just in orange. G.I. Jetman, we need a Firebird to finish the West Coast Avengers. And Living Lightning, too. Would love another US agent. All right, I think that is it for the chat. So, just a reminder before I forget, in addition to that Jessica Cruz, we have a ton of stuff from Retro Robo Toys. Don't forget, LFF5 gets you 5% off. Transformers, G.I. Joe, New Star Wars, Vintage Collection, Black Series, Don Marino, the New Mutants, the New Mutant Magic, Falcon, Daredevil, Spider-Man, an alien costume, Constrictor and Absorbent Man, Thundercracker, Mezco, Nightcrawler, Marvel Legends, Ghost Rider. Don't forget here, the Sentinel still up. Now, you'll see here, this is like by 44 people. Now, somebody did buy something from Retro Robo Toys. And as I said before, to get that 100 to unlock this, if you buy something that counts as 10, and if you buy something, your name is entered into this one 3 times. So right now it's at 53 and it needs 100 likes to unlock. So there's still time. If you happen to buy anything from Retro Robo Toys, you can apply that to the Sentinel. Just remember to go to the description, put for a Sentinel giveaway. That way, I'll take it there as well. And you get your LFF5. So that works out both ways. And then we got this one, the All Striker. It is coming through. 24 likes, needs 75 to unlock. Then we got the Desert Scorpion, really great. 50 likes to unlock. It's got a good price, but you can get it for free, which is even better. And that's halfway there. This one, the Cable, he needs 5 more likes. That's easy to get. Deathstroke, an awesome figure, needs 20. He needs 3 to unlock. So closing in, Hawk and MMS, it needs 39. You can make that happen. John Cena, Word Life. This is unlocked. This is ready to go. So this isn't going to be one of these deals of, oh, well, we were at 70. We'll unlock the Sentinel. We will not. You need to do this. So you see right here, it's at 44, but that's really 54. So still got to get there. There's 2 more weeks to go. So there is time. You can make this happen. You can unlock everything. Lawson has a whole bunch of stuff. It's ready for you. Blake has put up some stuff. I'll show that to you later. But a lot of cool stuff on March 5th. But all that cool stuff being up for the giveaway is totally dependent on you. So unlock away. Go to Retro Robo Toys if you want to make sure you're eligible for that Sentinel. Because remember, every time you purchase something on Retro Robo and you say which one you want to apply it to, let me do this, walk you through it one more time so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, let's see. Let's do this. So I've got this, my special instructions. I want to put for Sentinel giveaway. Oops, maybe I can spell. Think again. I think I can. There you go. So that's all you do. Check out, pay for that bad boy, and then your name is entered into whatever giveaway you choose 3 times. So it increases your chances of getting this stuff and it gets it closer. So whichever way you want to go. And there's a bunch of stuff you can pre-order right now, or there's stuff you just want to get that's in stock. Retro Robo Toys, you can do that. Boost the odds of you winning something, including a big, massive Sentinel like this one. So there you go. Check all this bad boy real fast one more time. Oh, he is an orange. That's solid. Where's the rest of the winter guard? Where are they? Lawson, Jeffrey, all of my giveaways are officially unlocked for the March Madness giveaway show. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's see what's up with Lawson. All the stuff that he's got to offer for you. It's a lot of fun stuff. So let's do this. Do a little scroll. If you're not following Lawson, please do so. He posts really cool stuff, adds new drawings basically every day, so you can check it out. So let's see what's available here for you from Lawson. the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman, really great figure. Then Spider Woman #1, Flash, the latest one, the Justice League, really solid. Ice Baby, too cold. Zatanna, really great figure. And then there's Wonder Woman again. So really cool figures. All those are unlocked. So those for sure will be part of the giveaway on March 5th. But there's still 2 more Thursdays to go. Is that 2? Am I right? Yeah, basically. This is 14 days away. So there's still time to unlock everything. Lost and stuff has been unlocked. John Cena Ultimate Edition has been unlocked as well. So there's still time. Make that move, gang. Yes, the pre-orders do count towards the giveaway as well. Would love to see McFarlane finish out Reign of the Superman with a half decent. Yeah, because that still is not great. Oh, David Thanos also want to know, do pre-orders count towards the giveaways? Yes. Boston. Also, going to put up some new giveaways up tomorrow, Jeffrey. Nice. Retro Robo did answer. Yes, any orders on the site, whether in stock or pre-order, will help to unlock stuff. Just enter a note as to which one you want the points to count towards. And say if your name is Harry Smith, make sure to tell in the comments Retro Robo your username, your display name here, so I can make sure to put it in there properly. So if you've already done that, let him know, because I'm going to be entering the names in for these giveaways manually. And those that just do the random name just by the hashtag, you'll do that on your own. But everything else that's an unlockable giveaway item, you'll need to do that. So I guess that's everything. It's 10:02. Time to kick back and watch some more Olympics. And time to wrap it up for this one. I will be back on if anything major breaking news on the figure front happens. If not, Wednesday, I'll be back on with the fellows for another edition of Lyle's Movie Files. And of course, back here next week for Figure Files. But for now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.